We all rode the bus here, across the border. There was remarkable quiet, the hum of the road and motor, the sound of people's tiny headphones, everyone's music. I'm becoming myself again. I lost myself in the years when my son was younger. My son is a teenager now. It seems he doesn't wash his hands or dick, so smells like chlorine, sweat, and cum.
Well, I'm not your son. I don't give a shit about boys.
Oh, I see. I see you. I can open the door and see your mother's recurring nightmare. She tells you that you are in the desert, sand, dunes. You are jumping on a trampoline. Your body is obviously not a gymnast body, but it is a body doing all these tricks. Layout, handspring, twist, side flip, front flip. There's an old man watching, the old guard. Your mother is watching, and the old man is watching. He claps his hands, and the trampoline disappears. There's your neck, snapped. She's too far to help you.
Yes. Every time she has that dream and tells me about it, she can't remember it happening before.
Spring was never waiting for us, dear. It ran one step ahead as we followed in the dance.
And is proud of being emotionally open and available, which is a gift to straight men, to show them that there are more expressive capacities. We're changing. He's available to people. He dreads the malaise of dealing with daily life. He recognizes his privilege and the freedom he has to walk down the street with painted nails, wearing whatever he wants. Maybe I was leading him down an alley too. I'm not a victim here, and I'm very powerful. Or maybe this is just a cool guy and I'm not so nice. But in that moment, I kind of want to be dramatic and scream like this. Ah! Fuck you! Fuck you! I take a quick coffee dump, but I'm wearing complex overalls and struggle with the long coat I was wearing. Remember, it's cold. I'm so cringe, but I return and smile bashfully about complex pants, and then he tells me that he loves my pants. And definitely since he started wearing more experimental, some would say, femme clothing, he's gotten lots of comments from others, so-called straight cis men, who find him unthreatening and inspiring. And since he also has a complex pant fastening, he'll just pull up the trouser from the ankle and maneuver the penis through the hem. He shows me he's wearing a sort of harem pant, very wide at the knees, still wide at the ankle. His hem shimmies up his legs like a curtain. His shaft is like a shaved mouse squeezed between fingers. I feel squeamish around mice, how they wriggle and burrow. If you think that what you've done is right, well then, you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this what I must learn to believe in? Try to find something good in this tragic place, just in case I should stay here forever, held in this empty space. Oh, but that won't be easy. I know the reason why. My heart's far, far away. Home's a lie. What I'd give to return to the life that I knew lately, but I know that I can't solve my problems going back. Kiss 2. How a cave's made. Connective bits, I think, like bagatelles or accountants. I think about burrowing deep as I live temporarily in someone else's space. I'm a temporary renter, visitor, vacationer, guest, like a non-Erasmus gap year from the University of Life. Temporary soul searcher in someone else's space with the lusciousness of paranoia. Listening to treading footsteps from another room. The morning pattern scratching. Habituated. Developing narratives of psychological distance so as to make a clean break from the attention that needs to be given. Blah, wait, no, I'm gonna try that again. No. Fuck. Okay. Let me dress this in a way that you see the potential of me as a space. I was a renter in a temporary building. That's relatable, right? To not have full access. My fantasy building is one that's always for sale. The fantasy building is one that's always for sale. A dream palace. Do your dreams, like mine, operate on the basis of others? I mean, I'm in this building, right? I'm in a stripped-out building alone. My presence is supposed to protect it from squatters and to eventually add value to the neighborhood. This building needs constant checking, constant evaluation. And I hate to say it because you might think I'm steering the fantasy, but I can't help but notice that all the evaluators are men. It seems that men decide its future. But that's not my point. These evaluations are about good investments. No, I mean, this property is for sale. So it's under constant appraisal. I know I told you that because the property is evaluated even from those who aren't buyers, like me. I'm not a buyer, but I'm an evaluating. Or there's like people who possibly don't even give a shit, like an audience, outsiders. So it's not that I'm just describing a buyer-seller relationship. I'm just feeling something like, as a temporary contract holder, it's part of the pinning and unpinning of my soul to a place on the city grid. The thing I'm dealing with is the endless temporary. Okay, call me dramatic, desperate to make a metaphor out of everything, to make everything a way to understand something else. But truly, I feel like I'm a specter to be cleared out whenever appropriate for the buyer or renter or developer. Sometimes it feels like we're born, right? And immediately we're outsiders. But surely can I undergo due process to be? This is how I understand the position of the ghost, and rethink my way to measure the repercussions of renewal. But who the fuck am I to occupy? What does it lend me, and what can I do for it? This dream palace, my fantasy building? It's never going to be for me. And that's a good thing. I go to my retail job. I sit around while people pick stuff. I wonder why they want these things, so I know the contradiction of me thinking that I want this property. Anything. Don't worry, I understand fully the contradiction of this. At work, I put cookies in my mouth, one at a time so no one sees chewing, and I don't have to speak. I don't have to speak to them. They don't speak to me. So then I go home. The evaluator comes. The asbestos guy this time. He comes to check the space I'm in. He has a thick folio with A4 printed sheets in a briefcase shaped like a large leather loaf of bread. He doesn't have a parking spot for his truck, but he shouldn't be here too long. Language stands between us. He drags his own folding ladder around the room. He has a cart of heavy tools. He clambers up and down the ladder, and there, he's stomping. It's insane how the floors shake as he bludgeons the walls. I never thought this space could withstand such force. It's a lesson, I guess. He chisels into the walls to see the layers below. I offer him a coffee. The asbestos guy has tight jeans and the same color jacket as me. I do wonder where he bought his. It's kinda cool. Mine is X-Girl. Do you know it? The brand founded by Kim Gordon. He turns on the radio, right? Powered by battery. And I know all the songs. Selena Gomez, Cardi B, Alice DJ, Miley Cyrus, Troye Sivan, Shawn Mendes, Julia Michaels, Harry Styles, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, then Coco and Claire Normani, the Sugar Babes, Manami Kakudo, Laura Halo, Yeji, the Venga Boys, Tommy Cash, then Celine Dion, Liz Tuma, Throbbing Gristle, Yola Tango, Coco Rosie, Kim Petras, Adele, Kristen Cozy, Jennifer Lopez, Laureen, Severed Heads. It goes on. I keep track. The radio remains on for 2 days, crashing waves of sound hours longer than I expect. He sings along and I don't. 2 whole days. He's not the target of my anger, the rage I feel at being present, facilitating a shift of property that I didn't realize I signed up for. I'm stewarding a future. He slams the walls, my body shakes, grit and sand falls on the filthy mop that's in the toilet that's in my room, the only toilet left in the building. He keeps coming back to piss, he doesn't flush between pissing. Dust lays into splattered drops. I smell it, I stare at it. I lay piss in the bowl as well. Sparkling water turned yellow, warm. I too don't touch the flush. It goes without saying, I'm very shy, demure. I sit in the corner, the seat of my pants covered in dust. Whenever I lie down, I'm covered in dust. I've never been naked here. The windows are purposed out onto the street. I've made him a coffee. There's more to drink. I walk across the room towards him. Yellow is the color. Ammonia breaks the seal. Asbestos is the lock. I would go up in flames. Nothing seems more sensitive than I. Every joke I know about the fast of the archaeological goes up in flames. He hammers to find the game of finding an origin, locating the toxic layer, shatter, shin, splinter. I tell him, declare the building unfit. Please, 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 please. You might hold the key to extending my contract, to making it undesirable on a deep level. I'll do anything. Please, please, I'll do anything. 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 Please.
If Ivan insists on playing the lead, Belle, and Gailė is the mother, then I'm the machine. Techna-ish. My need to learn the right way to take things in, to relearn everything. Revelations coming parallel to seeing contracts as choreography. The neutrality of porn, since actions are framed, simultaneously secularized and demoted to the role of enacted emotion.
I watch cowboy westerns and fantasize out of the town I'm in, me and an animal, with a state or property lines, just a suggestion of wire and wood. I sit on the side of the sofa that most resembles a horse.
I skip dinner. At the party, I dunk Rossini in olive tapenade. They snap a certain wave with the wet and dry and saliva. My teeth intervene. I catch a glob on my tongue. Tapenade coating the concave part of bunny teeth, the sharp tang of olives and the dry ripple of flour. Tapenade like a teenage metabolism, breaking down things that are broken down, but oily. That's a type of change I don't understand. My renovation began in a pre-linguistic way, primordial, object-like. There's an insane vibe in the room, like everyone is looking at each other like an object and shoving towards the best view of the performer who will appear and trying to get a drink, and we all look like trash. How did we end up at this shower bar? The room hushes as the lights and music change. We're here for the show. Water starts falling, it's golden. A door opens, a man steps out, high and set in the wall. It's so bright that I couldn't tell you the color of his Speedo. I dismiss him quickly as interchangeable, like an actor, artist, or performer. Who would I prefer to see up there? The water keeps falling. He performs sensuality more than practicality. But it isn't musical, which is cool. And I never thought I'd leave behind my childhood dreams, but I don't mind. I'm who and where I long to be. No change of heart, a change. Thanks, everyone.